God morning, everyone. Happy Sunday to you all. Happy blessed Sunday. Happy blessed Sunday to you all. God has allowed us to wake up to the beginning of a new week. Beginning of a new week. He does all things new. Come on in. Come on in. This is our Sunday morning word for the week. Come on in to this blessed new Sunday. Happy Sunday to you. Wherever you are, it's a happy, blessed day. Why? Because God is good. He created this day long before we were put here on this earth. He blessed it. And so we thank God. Whatever He created, the Bible said it was all good. So it's all good. It's all good. No matter where you're at, what you're going through, know that He can turn things around. He can make it all good for you, no matter what you are going through. Look to Jesus, the author, the finisher of our faith this blessed Sunday. Our God is a good God. So come on in this Sunday morning. Welcome to Sunday morning's Word for the Week. And we have a word for you this week to start your week, to study throughout this week. And that word that we're going to be looking at this week is self-condemnation. We're living in a world where we are condemning ourselves. Good morning, Pastor White and First Lady Gail. God bless you and your family this morning. Self-condemnation is our word for this week, coming out of John chapter 3, verse 19. And this is what Jesus said. He said, "This is the condemnation, that light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil." Condemnation is coming to our world because we don't want to obey God. We want to do what we want to do. While we looking at the farmers, because of all of this condemned food, maybe we need to look at ourselves. I think that's what Jesus is saying. It's self-condemnation. It ain't the farmers, the food. Look at yourself. Darkness, condemnation is coming to our world because of us. Our deeds are evil, is what Jesus is saying. So stop looking at the food, start looking at ourselves. Stop looking at the storms that's destroying our cities. And it's time to start looking at ourselves. We are condemning ourselves. God is saying, Jesus is saying, these things is coming upon us because of our own fault. Because our evils are deed. And we love darkness. In other words, we don't want to stop what we doing. We don't want to let it go. And so we are condemning ourselves. Bad food, storms tearing up. Time to stop looking at the farmers, the food. Time to start looking at ourselves. Stop looking at the tornadoes, earthquakes and fires and floods. Start looking at ourselves. Self-condemnation, he said, has come into our world because of our own bad deeds. We need to look at ourselves. While we looking at our children, how our children are running around here being disobedient. But you need to stop and take a look at yourself. While you try to act like you was an angel, you wasn't no angel all your life. We, a lot of us running around here doing all kind of things, and then we expect our children to be angels. Oh no, this thing ain't just started. Children ain't just started being disobedient. We didn't obey. I know I didn't obey everything my parents asked me to do. Come on, y'all now. This is some self-condemnation that's coming to our world. Jesus is saying we allowed this into our world while we looking around at everybody else. Jesus said, get that old mote out of your own eye, that beam out of your own eye, while you looking around at everybody else. Oh man, these children is so bad. They disobedient and everything. Their food is so bad and everything. These storms is coming all out of place. But we need to look at ourselves. Through self-examination, we'll find out we the one wrong. It's our fault. We allow sin, which is condemnation, to come into our world. Because when you allow sin to come in, you allow the devil to come in. And the devil ain't gonna come in and give you some nice, beautiful flowers and food to eat. The devil ain't gonna come in and allow you to live in your home and never bring no storms or anything, just sunshine and pretty days all the time. Oh no. The devil is all about condemning us. And so we need to look at ourselves. Are we condemning ourselves to hell? Because God said, if my people, which are called by my name, would humble themselves and pray, seek God's face, and turn from their wicked ways, that he would heal the land. I believe God will do his part, so we need to look at ourselves. Are we condemning ourselves? It's just like the children of Israel. God told them when they wanted food, he gave them manna from heaven. But he put some restrictions on that manna, that they could only get it for 6 days. But they didn't listen to God. And so they went out there on that 7th day and went to getting it too. And they found their food condemned. Their food had worms all throughout it. They condemned that food themselves because they were disobedient to God. And the same thing is going on in our world today. We are condemning the food because we are disobedient to God. He said, if my people, we are like we the people of God. We go to church Sunday after Sunday. I read my Bible. I go to Sunday school. I go to Bible class. But what kind of life are you living daily? Because living for God ain't just about one day. It ain't just about Sunday. God is looking for true worshipers in spirit and truth every day. Not just on a certain day. Not just on Mother's Day, Christmas. Not just when you're not feeling good and want God to do something for you. But God is looking for true worshipers in spirit and truth, who carry the Spirit of God with them every day, everywhere they go. That's why Moses said, when you get up in the morning, you talk about God. When you lay down at night, you talk about God. When you're walking by the wayside, you're talking about God. When you look all around your house, it's all about God. The front of your eyes is all about God. Your fingers is all about God. Come on now. Are we condemning ourselves today? We are self-condemning ourselves. Jesus said, this is the condemnation that is coming to our world because we love darkness, because our deeds are evil. Soon as God do something for us, we go right back. We elect who we want to elect instead of who God sends us, because we looking at what we want and not following the will of God. So it's self-condemnation. But then he gave us a way out, y'all. He gave us a way out of this condemnation that we are putting upon ourselves. If my people, which are called by my name, would humble themselves, he ain't gonna humble you. You gonna have to humble yourself. You gonna have to want to change yourself. You're gonna have to want to stop that foolishness. You're gonna have to want to stop all of this lying, drinking, doing drugs, running the streets. You're gonna have to humble yourself and follow the commandments of God and pray to him. Because all of this praying that we got going on ain't gonna do us no good if you ain't humbled yourself. So first thing he said, humble yourself. We got to get our lives right. We got to get our attitudes right. That's what we got to get right first. Humble ourselves. Then we can talk to God. Tell him all about our troubles. Humble yourself. But he didn't stop there when he said pray. A lot of people pray and then they think it's going to be all right because they done prayed. No, he went on a little further and said there's something for you to do. He says seek God's face. Not man's face, seek God's face. Good morning, 708. God bless you. I think that's Brian, I believe, this morning. We got to seek God's face. Not seek money. We go after money. Boy, we after that money. But he said seek God's face. We go after them houses and lands and everything like that. No, he said seek God's face. We go after our friends and family. We want to be with them, party with them. But he says seek God's face. That means you got to put God first in your life. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and its righteousness. And all these things will be added to you. Family, friends, children, houses and land, jobs, food and everything. God got to be first. Seek ye first. We want to pray and then want God to do everything. No. He said seek his face. So it's got to be some changes in our lives if we want to stop this condemnation that's destroying our world. And then he went on to say, turn from your wicked ways. We got to turn. He can turn us, but no, he ain't going to do it. He wants you to wake up and stop the self-condemnation and turn from your wicked ways. Stop that foolishness. Stop that craziness that you're doing. Stop all of this that we're doing, lying, killing, stealing, deceitfulness, hatefulness, unforgiveness. Stop and turn from our wicked ways. God ain't gonna turn you. He wants us to turn. He wants us to get ourselves together and realize we are wrong. So yes, he said pray. But before you pray, he said, humble yourself. Get your attitude right. Don't be coming to God with no foolishness. And then after you pray, it ain't over. He said, I want you to seek his face. Seek God's face, his way, his thoughts, what he wants out of us, what he wants, his will. Got to keep God first. And then he said, turn from your wicked ways. We try to hold on to the world and hold on to God too. It ain't going to work. We got to change. God ain't going to beat us down and make us Christians, make us do his will, make us walk the right way. We got to change. So stop the self-condemnation. Instead of looking at the farmers, the food, look at yourself. Instead of looking at the storms, the tornadoes, and floods and things, look at yourself. Instead of looking at the disobedient children in our world, look at yourself. Condemnation, Jesus said, come into this world because of us, our wicked ways, our foolishness. But there is a way out. And that's why God said, if my people, it's up to us to turn this thing around, to stop the condemnation that's coming into our world, destroying our world. The power is in our hands. All right, we want y'all to have a blessed remaining of your day. If you're in the neighborhood this evening, this morning, we're having our Sunday school right here in Hernando, Mississippi, starting at 9:50 with morning service right after Sunday school, and then this evening at 2 o'clock is musician day, and so they'll be honoring our musicians today, me and the drummer. So if you can't make it, check us out at 2 o'clock right here on Facebook, and then I'll post it later on this evening onto YouTube, but we'll be live on Facebook. So thank you. Good morning to Sister Jewel Kennedy. God bless you and your family. Y'all have a blessed remaining of your day. Remember that the self-condemnation that is coming to our world, thank you. This condemnation that is coming to our world is because of us. Jesus said the condemnation that's coming to our world is because we push God to the side, because our deeds are evil. We want to party. We want to do what we want to do. And we've left God out. But we got to put God first. We got to humble ourselves and pray. We got to turn from our wicked ways, seek his face, and he'll heal the land. He'll get rid of this condemnation that we brought up on ourselves. As I said earlier, like the children of Israel, their food was tainted, condemned. Why? Because they disobeyed God. Our food is tainted and condemned today because we are disobeying God. So stop looking at the food, looking at the weather, and start looking at yourself. If my people, that's your answer. All right, y'all be blessed. Remember to trust the process and keep God first no matter what you're going through in life, no matter what comes up against you. Trust the process and keep God first. Y'all be blessed.